beginning.
Are we?
Yes, we're doing our official beginning. Were
Woo!
the numbers there? According to David Jenkins, who is now married, yes, they were. Ted Lasso was picked up for another season by Apple TV after everyone had thought the show had come to an end. Does that bode well for our Flag Means Death's future? And Rhys Darby is up to something, I tell you. These headlines and more on the Gay Pirate News Hour. I'm going to put a little sting in here. Today,
Gay Pirate News Hour. Gay Pirate News Hour. Gay Pirates. Yeah.
That was so good. That was the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah.
Okay. Today is September 7th, 2024, and this is the first edition of the Gay Pirate News Hour from Our Flag Means Fanfiction podcast with me, Carly Heath, Ringa-san, and Tessa.
Woo!
We're going to cover today's top headlines, and we'll start it off since this happened yesterday. Dad got married. David Jenkins got married.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
He's been espoused.
Tell us all your thoughts and feelings about our new stepmom. We have a new
no.
She seems lovely. Yes, good.
Good for them. Good.
Happy. Love is great. She's a fashion designer. She's very beautiful and
she is very beautiful. Yes,
and they look like they have happy wedding photos.
Yes, very good. Congrats, have fun, do the married thing.
You know,
yes. Enjoy that.
Enjoy all.
Said from people who are like marriage.
I know, we're like the worst people to be talking about getting married. We're all like, ew.
Somebody tells me that they got married, and I'm like, oh God.
Are you okay? Are you sure that's the right decision that you want to make?
Blink if you need help.
But in the case of David Jenkins, who knows about love because he wrote the greatest love story ever told, he knows what he's doing. I bet they're going to go on a honeymoon, and it's going to be delightful.
Maybe they'll be on a boat. A boat.
Maybe it will be on a boat.
I wonder. You guys drop in the comments where you think David Jenkins and his new wife Kinga are going on their honeymoon. It depends on if you think they're rolling in dough or if out of work lands. I
Copenhagen.
I think
Copenhagen. Going to Copenhagen. I'm calling it now.
That sounds delicious.
Okay. I think David Jenkins has things brewing in the background, projects, and I'm excited to see what he does next.
I mean, they have more money than I do, so
everybody has more money than I do. I just moved across the fucking country.
This is true, and you have to replace all of the things that your movers broke.
Oh goodness, it's a time of change and transformation happening right now. Okay, next headline.
The tower.
With a time to celebrate the anniversary of the season 2 teaser trailer drop.
Yeah.
And it ended with David Jenkins retweeting people's OFMD tattoos, telling us the numbers were there and also to be nice to Casey Bloys. What are everyone's thoughts on that sequence of events that happened?
My thought is, you're not my real dad. You can't make me be nice to anyone. But also,
yes.
I really did love seeing all the tattoos, though. That was super fun. And
I love seeing people's tattoos.
Yeah, it was really cool. People have like amazing tattoos from this show. It's very, very cool. And I mean, me personally, always knew the numbers were there. Like, that was something I never doubted. And you know.
It's nice to have some kind of confirmation from somebody in an official position, but it did always seem dubious to claim that they weren't.
Right.
Given the, given the degree of like cultural impact that the show seemed to have,
Right.
and given, you know, the level of critical response, the level of sort of like viewership, all of these things, we knew they were there.
Right.
And so like it seemed really strange for them to imply that like, oh yeah, you know, we've got these great viewership numbers and all of this critical response, but oh yeah, nobody's watching it. It's just like five guys watching it over and over again. Like,
No.
really?
Twitter is way too
Interesting.
loud to be just a bunch of us
Right.
making and our bots accounts talking to each other.
And
Yeah,
also,
no,
there were
exactly.
numbers that we could check to see that numbers were there. You know, like there was stuff that was public
Mhm.
knowledge that it just that never made sense. Like I don't know the reasoning for it, but that was
Yeah,
like silly. Don't lie to us, you know?
yeah, yes.
Or at
Yeah,
least
this
make
is
up a
the
better lie. Make up a lie we can't prove wrong.
or just tell me you're an asshole and you don't want to make anything new, and you want to sort of like coast off whatever you've got in the
Sex in the
past.
City
And
and Harry Potter.
yes, oh God, yes, oh please, yes, let's give more money to JK fucking Rowling.
CJ Clody, who is watching us right now and making little commentaries in the chat. Thank you so much.
I
They say, "Good afternoon, cuties. Happy to see your faces." Space. And I think Irene's tattoos are my favorite.
oh my God.
Yes,
They're
Irene
so good.
Adler has
Irene's
gone
tattoos are amazing. And she just got one at what was the last one? San Jose. She got one with that Con like wrote on her. They had that package where you could get the signature of the celebrity and then go get it tattooed.
amazing.
And she got him to, you know, Irene's in the daddy gang, so she had a unicorn tattoo and she had him write around it "Our flag means daddy" and got it tattooed on her, and it's very cool. So that's a really special
Amazing.
one.
It's
And
amazing. Yeah.
we didn't see it, but Tessa's tattoos for the show are my favorite personally because
Thank you.
they're smutty.
And
Not all of
Tessa has talked on the podcast about her tattoos and shown us off screen for you people,
Yeah.
but on screen for us. On your, if I remember right, on your rear, you have Izzy.
She has
I
Izzy's
do. I do have
hairy
Izzy on
ass.
my ass. I do. I
Yes.
do have Izzy's
Izzy's
ass on my ass.
hairy ass. It's got you got to
Assception.
say hairy ass.
The hairiness was very
It
important to
is so
me. It was
important.
very
It's
important to
very
me.
good. Amazing.
I'm not going to show my ass on the live.
Boo, you got to pay for that.
But circling back to the topic at hand, David Jenkins
What?
asking us to be nice to Casey Bloys. Given that Casey Bloys is the CEO of HBO Max, does you know, who can potentially make decisions, do we
Yes.
necessarily want to piss him off?
I don't want to piss him off, but I don't need to be nice to him.
But
Mm.
you know, if he
Also,
a fond feeling towards Our Flag Means Death and just David Jenkins and David Jenkins fandom in general, would he be more inclined to greenlight things that David Jenkins does?
I
I
think
kind of doubt it,
David
actually.
Jenkins needs to
Yeah.
be professional because he's in a
Yes.
professional business. So that's where that comment came from, because he knows that
Mhm.
people in this fandom are feral and will like go on the attack.
It's
Because
true. I'm a rabid dog.
if you put out a statement like the numbers were there, people are going to go after the guy that said the numbers aren't there. So he had to do that, you know.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like, Carly, you should like have a clown nose on hand for this Gay Pirate News Hour and
Good.
just
I
like
need
put
to
it
have
on when you, yeah.
a bowl of clown noses, and then every time I say something that's clowny, I put it on,
Yeah.
and then I say another thing that's clowny and I put that on like my
Yeah.
ear, and then I just slowly become covered in clown noses.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, because that's a good place for it, I think. I
We
think.
need more props on this. I'm so used to podcast space where
Yeah.
like there's no visuals. I'm like, now I need to come up with visual gags for this thing here.
Yep.
And look at you already bringing the visual gags. ideas up. Thank you so much.
Of course.
So Ted Lasso got a 4th season.
Yeah.
After how many months has it been since season 3 wrapped up?
Many.
Did season 3 of Ted Lasso wrap up before Our Flag Means Death?
Oh, I think so.
I have no concept of the passage of time.
Yeah, that's the trouble. That's the trouble. But I think Ted Lasso is a massively popular show. I think that Our Flag Means Death has more of a
niche quality,
a curated bunch of especially queers who are, you know, outcasts, and Ted Lasso appeals to a more general audience. So that's the reasoning for that coming upon, you know, so quickly. But I really love Ted Lasso, and I'm very excited about it. And between the first season of Our Flag Means Death and when they renewed, it was a long ass time too.
It was stressful.
It was stressful. But I think this one might have been longer. I'm not sure. Again, time is rough.
And as you hear, my cat has so many things to say about Ted Lasso. I just wish I could translate. But my cat
fascinating commentary.
It is. Yeah.
So Rose City Comic Con is happening right now.
Yes.
And as last night, my friend actually texted me around 8-9 o'clock to let me know that she was on the plane with Rhys Darby, who was wearing the navy blue button-up short sleeve shirt that that we've all seen him in. I really think that this shirt is his traveling shirt because I saw it in 29 Palms. I'm thinking about making a bingo card of like Rhys Darby's. He really has 12 shirts basically, right? And then like every time you see him in person with like one of his shirts, you like bingo card it, and then you know it's like a little game that we could all play. I'll work on that.
Con is the same way. He has like he has like 10 t-shirts, and we're always like, which t-shirt will he be wearing today? But just in case anyone missed it, Vico and their anchor partner Jack are cosplaying Crowley and Aziraphale this weekend. But then yesterday, Vico was Aziraphale. Yeah, and they switched today. So you should go look at Vico's socials because it's adorable. And I love it.
And they pose doing the kiss.
Yeah.
And the I love that Vico is just like in the same sort of fandom.
Yeah.
You're such a little nerd.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gay nerds.
We love that. So updates from Rose City Comic Con, the panel are on Adopt Our Crew on Twitter, and they posted a nice old long thread of updates. I linked it in the outline document that we're looking at right there. And I highlighted something that I thought was interesting when they asked the question, if you could play any role in anything, what would you do? And Rhys said Dracula. I thought that was interesting for a number of reasons. For a number of what we do in the shadows reasons. Because I'm like, if they do an Anton movie, and what if Anton secretly wants to be a vampire? Like that, and maybe his secret hero is Dracula.
That's interesting. How would that
It's funny because I see him as more of a Van Helsing figure.
I could see that. You know what, though? He should have played Dracula in the Renfield movie. Just putting it out there.
That would have been
a very funny movie. Funny. It would have been better with Rhys's Dracula.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of Nicolas Cage. Yeah, Rhys is able to do the comedy without, like, if it goes over the top, it's still funny. You know, like... There's a lot of actors that do over the top, and it's just like, okay. But
no, Nick Cage often goes to a place where I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, okay. Usually like in his first line, he's gone. I'm sorry, this is not a Nicolas Cage
We're only saying positive things about all actors here.
I'll say only
No,
positive
he's great.
things about
Yeah,
our
it's great.
Flag
It's
Means
great.
Death.
It's great.
all actors are good, but some actors are gooder than others. And Rhys Darby is gooder.
Yep, Rhys Darby is gooder, much gooder.
And it's just because he's on a level that is just transcending.
It's hard to perfect like comedic timing and everything, and there's some people that just really have it, and Rhys has it, and
And
it's
he has a
hard
very
to.
unique vibe too.
Mhm.
It's a very
Yeah,
unique energy.
and
Yeah.
not all people that are like stand-up comedians can be like comic actors in film, like, but he can do all of the different things. So he's got a quick wit and good sense of timing, and yes, put him in everything.
I'm late to monitoring the chat, so CJ is adding a few more commentary thingies. CJ says, I just had Susan Sarandon autograph my leg for a tattoo.
Ah,
I
Nice.
don't
that's
need to be
awesome.
tempted to get another one. Nice.
That's the cool thing, is like a lot of people do that anyway. So the fact that they started doing this at GalaxyCon, where you could like have the package that includes the autograph, and then you go get it tattooed immediately, and then you get a picture with the actor with your new tattoo, is really cool option. And why haven't they been doing that this whole time? Because Comic-Cons always have had like a tattoo area. So, come on, man.
Streamlines it.
Let's get together. Come on, San Diego. Come on, New York. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So Samba Shoots Advanced Chemistry is getting various theatrical screenings. We shared on our Instagram a whole long list of cities where you could see Advanced Chemistry. And I'm so sorry. We have it locally in Santa Monica. It's just Santa Monica is so far from Burbank. Not but with LA traffic so far. And I just haven't been able to like make that trek over the hill there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be ashamed.
He forgives you.
But what have you guys been seeing of Advanced Chemistry? Are you interested in seeing it?
I've just
I would
seen
love
like
to see it.
the stills that Samba's been posting, and it's the closest it's coming to me is like Cincinnati and Columbus, which Columbus is like 3 hours away ish, so not undoable, but probably won't do it.
It's a bit far, but hopefully it will be streaming soon, and then we'll be able to.
That would be great. Yeah.
Christian Nairn's Beyond the Throne will release soon.
Oh yeah.
And
That's gonna be so good.
Gonna be so good. I pre-ordered. You guys pre-order from your favorite indie bookstore, and get Christian's numbers up, because if there's a lot of pre-orders, then the bookstores order more books, and then he could be a New York Times bestseller, and we would love that for him.
Yes.
It's awesome that he's like on the Amazon like best list, He just did a quick Bleach on Wednesday thing on whatever day, Wednesday. And talked about the book a little bit and showed off some things from San Jose, and he said he's gonna do something live at Columbus, or no, is it Rose City? Is he there this weekend? I don't even know.
I think he
one
is
of them.
Yes, he is there. Yes.
He said he's going to go live from one of those somethings coming up, and he's going to drag some other people who, other cast members in with him. So that will be fun.
Yeah.
I think Nathan isn't there this weekend, right?
Yeah, Nathan is not there.
Right.
That actually is a nice segue to another little bit of news item. Nathan, a few days ago, posted on his Instagram, I miss my husband, Matt Mayer. And that is quite a thing to say to the fandom, knowing that how we will react to that. Because well, one, Nathan already has a partner, but that he feels so strongly about Lucius and Pete.
Well, and also on the Week on Wednesday before this, Christian was spreading that rumor that
Nathan
they're
and Matt are
married in
married
real
in real
life.
life.
Yeah.
All circling back around.
Fall back.
Yep, they're
Oh,
just
you can see my
feeding
screen
the.
rocking. That's my smaller cat shoving her face against my computer.
She wants to be a part of it.
Piggy.
Oh,
But
I
back
love
to
that.
Christian, he did an interview with Popverse to
Mhm.
chat about his book, and something that kind of got people clown nosing was this question. Before we move on from Our Flag Means Death, what do you think it would take to get a third season? And Christian said, it's down to the fans, I think. And they're doing exactly the right thing. Every time I go to a convention or an online thing, it just seems to be still growing. People are still showing the show to other people. It's getting bigger and bigger. I'm always 100% careful not to give any false hope because I really don't have any. That's the truth. I don't have any information. As a totally off record thing while being on record, that's the most Irish thing I've ever said. I could see it happening. I would pack my case tomorrow and then be back in Auckland. You know, I initially didn't enjoy my time in Auckland. I felt very isolated because it was so far away from home. But like by 3 weeks, I'd fallen in love with Auckland and would go back tomorrow. New Zealand is just, yeah, you need to visit if you haven't been. It's a wonderful place. So interesting that Christine says it's about the fans and us continuing to be loud.
I mean, it's obvious that the cast all really love the show and all of them would be happy to come back. And I mean, you know, aside from like the big things that went on during like the actual renew campaign, yeah, everyone's still promoting it. It's still like trending. When we did that trailer release anniversary thing, like Our Flag Means Death was trending everywhere. It doesn't take like anything for everyone to be like, okay, and use the hashtags and it's on,
I have never ever seen a fandom have a anniversary of a teaser trailer.
Right. Yeah, this fandom is wild, and
yes,
it's
we're
really
insane.
It's very impressive. It really is. But
it's a passion for a show that is unlike any other show. And I just have to be thinking that the studios and streamers, why are you not throwing every ounce of money that you have at David Jenkins to do, not just to do Our Flag Means Death, which obviously I think that should happen, but like to do anything else, because he has such a fervent, he can generate so much fervor for his shows. And even People of Earth, which just didn't get any marketing, no one knew about it. It was on Hard to Find Place, and then people still got tattoos of People of Earth when it happened. And you talk to like the OG People of Earth fans, and they're like obsessed. So David Jenkins can generate obsession,
especially now after this, like anything he does, regardless of what it is going to have a huge following. So like people should be picking up this show or other show, like I don't understand why, like what's the deal, because regardless how you look at it, there's an audience that is going to come no matter what. So
well, the deal is the studios and streamers are throwing money at IP projects. They're throwing money at board games and
Harry Potter
movies about, and making series about other games and books and things that already exist, because no one wants to take a chance on originality anymore.
Which is doubly insane when you think about the fact, like, this is a case where like you had this original concept, it was a huge hit, and continued to be a huge hit, and they're still just like, oh yeah, but it's not like based on a video game or like a series of novels or anything, so like fuck it. And I'm like, A, you're so boring. B, fuck you.
Yeah.
Which is actually a good time to segue. This is later in our list, but there's a little bit of anger around Minecraft. The Minecraft trailer came out, and people revealed that it was shooting in New Zealand after Our Flag Means Death season 2, and this theory that perhaps Our Flag Means Death season 2's budget went into the Minecraft movie, and because it got like a huge budget. I don't know if you guys heard any rumblings about that, but there was a little bit of fandom anger around that.
I didn't, but that's interesting. I mean, I assume Minecraft is going to be a lot of CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have just painted blocks and stacked them up because that's the whole game.
Also, like, I would give anything just for practical effects.
I
freaking love
know.
practical effects. I'm so
Practical
sick
effects
of,
on a
like,
Minecraft movie would be so funny.
it'd be
That
so funny.
it would be amazing. No, I didn't hear about that. I don't know.
And since the trailer came out, there was, I don't know if it was a podcast or another interview with Rob McElhenney. I hope I pronounce McElhenney. I'm sorry if I'm not.
McElhenney.
His
McElhenney?
fandom is getting really mad at me for
Rob
not
McElhenney.
McElhenney.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm outing myself as a really bad fangirl for not.
So wait,
right.
They canceled it.
So he had a Minecraft movie, and it was $150 million Minecraft movie that he had put 2.5 years of work on. That was the original budget. And then he moved his family to Vancouver. They were ready to begin production, and then they canceled the project.
That's wild.
And then they made this other Minecraft movie instead.
What are they going to do with all the blocks?
Right? Is the important question.
That's very interesting. And now I think maybe another, I know that Our Flag Means Death has fans or famous people in Taika and all that, it gets the budget and stuff. But Rob McElhenney is like he's like best buds with Ryan Reynolds, and he has the Always Sunny contingent. So that's probably why he got money for this, not necessarily that they took something away from Our Flag Means Death. Because as Max has showed, or Warner Brothers or whoever the fuck, it's all the same thing. They're just willing to throw money at all kinds of shit if they feel like it.
Yeah. Especially if it's an existing IP.
Right. They love Sex and the City, and it's like getting such shit like numbers. So okay.
Lindsay Cantrell has new behind the scenes pics for us coming soon. Lindsay Cantrell did props and was on the art department for Our Flag Means Death, and a new Instagram account that she wants us to follow. And you put all this in our outline, but you did not put what's
so
what's her handle.
So she mentioned to me a couple weeks ago that she's going through a bunch of the stuff on her phone and wants to get rid of some of it off her phone, and was like, oh, if you want to see some of it, let me know. And I'm like, yeah, we want to see all of it. What are you talking about? So I was like, have you thought about doing an online gallery or something? So she's like, oh, that's interesting. I'll look through it, and she's like traveling right now, I believe, but she did say like she's going to post a bunch of the stuff we haven't seen yet too. So she's been working on something, and this account is on Instagram at Greeked Pictures, GREEKED Pictures.
Okay, at Greeked.
Yeah.
Pictures.
Yeah,
I'm going to it now.
Yeah, she messaged me and asked me to follow it, and says she was doing the obnoxious thing and asking me to follow. And I was like, that's not obnoxious. That's great. We want to see what you're working on. So yeah, everyone go follow that. And it'll be great.
I'll make sure on our Instagram to
there you go. Yeah.
Boost that as well. Okay, great. So Con O'Neill was on vacation. He's going to be in the Penguin premiering on September 19th.
Yes. We don't know what episodes he's in, but he's reprising
We'll find out.
He's reprising his role from the Batman, Captain Bach or Chief Bach. Yeah, I was gonna ask him what episodes he's in, but I don't think he knows. Uh, he probably doesn't even know how many episodes
definitely
he's
doesn't
in.
know. He has no idea.
That's fantastic. Do we know where he went on vacation?
Mexico. I don't know where
Oh.
in Mexico, but I know he went to Mexico.
Oh,
Yeah, it was nice. It was like right after, like a couple days after his birthday, and he was gone for like 2 weeks. So good. I hope he slept the whole time because that man doesn't sleep. So he needed a bunch of naps.
Mexico is so funny because Alex Sherman went on vacation in Mexico. Rhys Darby and family went on vacation in Mexico, and then Khan went on vacation in Mexico. What's in Mexico? What is the secret draw of Mexico?
He was just in San Jose for GalaxyCon, so they probably planned, the trip around something nearish to California, but
or he's looking for very high quality LSD. What?
Speaking of vacations, Taika Waititi.
Speaking of LSD,
traveling around Europe with Rita Ora. And so we occasionally get glimpses of him in Romania and him he was in Spain. They had the big thing in Spain, Romania, back in London, all over the place. And he's definitely listening to the Our Flag Means Fanfiction podcast while he's traveling around, because I see pings from those countries, and I'm like, Taika Waititi, you are listening to us. You are. Don't deny it.
Yep. Where's the clown nose?
Okay.
Pull out the clown nose. It's funny how you happen to notice anytime one of these actors is somewhere that you have a download from that place. So is it because an actor's listening, or is it because Carly has a clown nose? Or both?
We will never know.
Both.
It's Schrodinger's clown nose.
Unless one of them confirms that they've been listening to us.
I still feel like I feel like Vico is most likely. I feel like Nathan is possibly next most likely.
I think Nathan might listen to a little bit of it and then get bored.
Yes.
But Vico, I could see listening to like all of them, just for fun.
Yeah.
Khan has listened to clips from certain episodes. He's heard bits of it. Does that count?
That totally counts. That
okay.
Totally counts. This just in. Sometimes people say dumb things on Twitter.
What?
It happens.
Oh no.
Weird. But someone said on Twitter that people over the age of 30 who are heavily engaged in spaces and don't have community, haven't developed community outside of fandoms, are blah, 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 need to get their lives together.
Yeah, they were like, you can enjoy things, you just shouldn't be like running a Discord for it or going to cons.
God damn it.
I couldn't hear a thing that you said.
No, it was like
because you're frozen, Tessa. You're frozen. Your internet connection is crap.
Okay.
But
yeah, whatever.
That clearly this person on Twitter has it all together, and I think we should be listening to what they have to say, because clearly their lives are better than ours, and we need to up our game and make our lives better by listening to this person. Yes. And so let's follow her as our critical leader, and please tell us all your advice.
My favorite thing about that is all the like 60, 70-year-olds like quote tweeting it, being like, oh, excuse me, I just invented fandom. You can suck it. And someone else pointed out, like, if you want, like, you just want people under 30 to be running all the fandom things, like, how's that going to work out for you? Can you see?
This is like, I mean, I remember like a while back there was a thing, I think, I mean, every drama is just like the same drama endlessly repeated, but it was sort of like people being like, oh my God, like some of this fan fiction is being written by people over 30, like, and I'm like, do you Do you really want to read a fan fiction epic by a 14-year-old? Do you know the kind of fan fiction that do you think 14-year-olds are writing your favorite fan fiction? There are some very talented 14-year-olds.
There
I
are.
was I was a talented 14-year-old writer, and let me tell you, my fan fiction fucking sucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Writing, good writing comes with experience, right? What you know.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, how about this? Everybody do what the fuck you want and what makes you happy. End story.
Yeah, how about hype? Anyway, hype other people. Like just whatever you're into. Yay, you're into that. Are you
Yeah.
are you murdering people? Are you committing mass unaliving? I said the wrong YouTube word. No. Then as long as you're not committing mass unaliving, then do your thing and let's celebrate that.
Just one or two is
This is the
fine,
thing,
but
like,
you know.
it's the masses. It's the masses. We all get a couple freebies, okay?
I mean, when I get my passport, it's on. I'm using all of mine in Canada.
Rhys Darby Bigfoot dramedy. So an announcement, Rhys Darby is in a Bigfoot movie. So we're excited about that.
That is very, very exciting.
And he filmed it in Portland earlier. And I think that was around the time that his kid was doing their band thing in Portland, which was
Do you think that you had some podcast downloads from Portland?
Yes, I do. I think, okay, I'm theory is that I think Rhys Darby's kid listens to the podcast.
Hi.
Rhys does, but I think
whichever one.
we love Big Cow Band. We think you're great.
Mm-hmm.
And you're our favorite person. If you ever want to like come on here and just chat about your dad, open invitation.
We love Rhys would love that. That would be his favorite thing.
we'll just chat about you. We'll chat about you, your band, your dad, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Yep, come on the Gay Pirate News Hour. Tell us all the news.
Yeah. Okay. Restart also started a Substack, and there's a free version or a version that you have to pay for, which has videos. And I'm just like staring, okay, drop those videos and I'll buy your Substack.
Right.
So far there's no videos, so I'm not buying your Substack. It's that meme of us facing off. Like
well, Gizmo is thrilled about this. I think maybe Gizmo is the holdup. Gizmo hasn't given the okay for the videos to go live yet.
Gizmo is a gatekeeper.
Gizmo as are all cats.
Really high standards, and it's like it's not ready yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not ready yet.
Yep, Gizmo's in charge.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to think about that one? No. Yeah.
Rhys was at the Largo on August 5th, and I'm going through my chat because
September.
September. Oh, we're on September already. It's September.
Yeah,
it's September.
September, but that's good because that means it's Halloween.
Yeah,
that means it's Halloween.
My birthday passed.
It is. Okay, listen, it's been Halloween since August.
It's Halloween. Yeah, but now the Spirit Halloweens are open, and we get the pumpkin spice, and we have all the everything everywhere that I love, and it's gonna get cold.
We haven't had anything pumpkin spice yet.
Go get it.
Here's the overview, the summary of Rhys's show at the Largo. Rhys. This is from someone in my group chat. Rhys was funny as always, seemed like he was trying a bit of new material. He opened with how he just turned 50, how he's as old as the Rubik's Cube. Second part was about the Paris Olympics and bird watching. Then he finished with robots and AI, which I also saw that at the Bourbon Room. He did robots and AI, but a bit different. But a bit different than what I've heard before. No full-on robot walking or full robot noises, but Yes.
No robot noises.
He
None.
he did fabulously with his 20-ish minute set.
Interesting. I didn't
What
think it
did he
was
say about
possible for him to
AI?
not.
I have a professional interest in what he said about AI.
Yeah, well, if I remember from the Bourbon Room show, he just kind of did this thing of like, AI, they're trying to replace creative people with AI. And, he kind of went on a little rant about human people doing creativity. You can't replace that. That's what people like. You can't AI something. I might be conflating with things I've said about AI too.
I mean, he's right.
But like, you can't replace humans and human creativity. People don't come to live shows to see AI. AI doesn't have fan bases.
Sure.
Blah blah, that sort of thing. Not what did I say? Blah blah blah, as if I'm saying blah 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 about Rhys. No, I'm just, I honestly don't remember. I'm saying blah 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 to fill up the fact that my brain is not jarring with memories of what the thing was.
Yeah.
My brain isn't drawing with memories of anything.
Hey, what's in your beverage that you're drinking?
It is water. I have water.
Me too. We're both water buddies today.
Oh my God, mine's Diet Pepsi.
Yes.
Okay. We are being interesting. I'm going over the
fascinating, incredible,
fascinating.
Rhys is doing a free show here in my neighborhood on Tuesday. It's a free show at a place called Nico's Wine Bar in Atwater Village, and I'm going to that. So if you guys have ideas for things that I should say to Rhys, I'm open. I'm gonna bring my digital audio recorder, and I will see if I can get him to tell us what's the most gay pirate thing that he's done recently.
Oh, that's great. That's really good. I like that one. Or you could just be like, I've noticed that everywhere you go, we have a download on our podcast from that specific city you're in. Can you tell me more about which episodes you're listening to and which one's your favorite?
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. It's really good.
Any ideas for future episodes?
I know what celebrities love.
Okay. Yeah, ideas for future episodes. There you go.
Yep.
Down the list, Nathan. Okay, OFMD Rewind with Adopt Our Crew and Astroglide. What is that?
Yeah. So it's just they're watching starting on September 12th. Join us every Thursday at 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern, 10:30 BST to rewatch as a crew. So like they're doing September 12th is episodes 1 through 4, the 19th 5 through 7, etc., etc. It's going all the way through October 24th. And I think that so you can find information at Adopt Our Crew on Twitter, and I'm sure that there will probably be like a hashtag Lube as a crew going on or something too, because Astroglide's involved with it. So yeah, it'll be fun. If you didn't watch originally when Astroglide was doing the watches, they were super fun because whoever runs the Astroglide page was watching it for the first time, so they were like really hilarious, like seeing the reactions to everything.
There's such a vibe when you hear from someone who's watching it for the first time, and you're just what's coming, and you're like,
and they were calling every male character daddy on the show, and then when Izzy showed up, they were like, who's this? And everyone was like, that's the real daddy. Like, and then somewhere in there they were like, wait, does Izzy love Blackbeard too? It's just like so yeah, very good. And I'm sure that they will be super thirsty on the rewatch, and it's very, very entertaining. So yeah, there's another chance to get hashtags going and people paying attention to stuff.
And fan fiction writers, you have now passed 34,000 R flag fics on AO3.
Yay!
Proud of us.
Yay! Keep going.
Nerds. Nerds.
Nerds. Fucking
Yay!
nerds.
Making
it.
art. You know what? We're nerds in the way that Homer was a nerd and Sophocles was a nerd.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like
Classic.
that's
And now they're called
very
the
accurate.
classics.
Yeah, we're
There's whole
classics too.
fields of study.
We're classics in the making.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Uh,
Should be an OFMD field of study.
Yeah.
there should be. There should be. Steady Hands is number 4 all-time poly ship.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Do we
Yeah.
know what 1, 2, and 3 are?
Yeah, I have the list.
They don't
here.
matter.
Number 3 is what is sometimes called Stucky Oni. It's Bucky, Steve, and Tony from the MCU, which I'm surprised is that's not number 1 because that's a huge one. And then number 2 is something from some like real person ship people from BTS, the K-pop band, which that doesn't really surprise me either because K-pop fans are crazier than us. And then the number 1 surprised the hell out of me, but it's a Minecraft ship that I've never heard of, and I didn't even know there were like actual characters in Minecraft. I thought it was just green blobs and sheep and stuff, but apparently they're number 1. So let's see, there's
well done them.
4,448 works for the Minecraft ship, and for Steady Hands there's 2,608. So we need to get that. Keep going. We need to.
We've got some work to do. We've got some work. Listen. If we take it up to 40,000 fix, on AO3.
So we
and
need
every single one of the subsequent 6,000 fix is a Steady Hands fic. We will crush them.
If we real quick write 2,000 more Steady Hand fics,
which I think we can
real
do.
Quick.
As a fandom.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's get on it.
We'll be number 1.
I'll write a Steady Hands fic like tonight.
Yeah. I actually have a couple that I need to put up that I haven't put up yet.
I probably do. Yeah.
All right. So if you're watching this and you have Steady Hands fics or you're thinking about writing one, do it.
What's crazy? All we got to do is we got to beat Marvel, BTS, and Minecraft.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. I mean, we
can do anything.
We can do anything, just like Blackbeard.
OFMD fic events upcoming. Roach Weekend is September 7th through 8th. Oh, so that's now.
That's right now.
Today. Yes.
Yeah. So
info at Roach Weekend and use the hashtag Roach Weekend.
It says, let's fill the weekend with art, recipes, fics, crafts, and incomprehensible inventions befitting Roach's chaotic energy.
And Fisherman Father September, every Friday in September, prompts at Draw Your Pop. What?
So this, okay, do you know about this, Tessa?
Oh no, I don't. But I think I know what it is.
Explain, Ringa.
Every Friday in September, there's an event that has to do with pop. Okay, so it says every Friday in September we will be presenting a new event for our fandom. While we do appear pop focused, we wish only to capture his essence. We want to embrace the confusing and the cringe, the chaos and the crack. So they just did one yesterday. If you saw on Twitter all the blackout poetry that was going around, they put up like 5 different screen grabs from like interviews, and like one of them was lyrics from Because the Night, and they wanted you to make blackout poetry from it. And so you would just go and like erase, and like my favorite
pop themes, like this is
not necessarily.
Okay.
It was all like, I mean, pop-up is the embodiment of like cringe in the fandom, so they were just like general. But my favorite one was like, they blocked out everything but Steed and then the letters HOLE. And that was the poem.
Oh my god.
And so the next one,
All right.
the next one is next Friday, finish the drawing. So I guess they're going to put like beginnings of drawings. The 20th is crack fic, and the 27th is Pirates Against Humanity. So if you see things happening on Fridays on Twitter that you don't fucking understand that look crazy, it's probably this event.
Okay. And Kinktober is all October. Prompts available on at OFMD Kinktober and on Twitter. And Steady Hands Week is October 21st through 27th.
Mm-hmm.
We can crush those
true.
other.
We're going to devote Steady Hands Week to crushing Minecraft, BTS, and Marvel.
That's right.
So Steady Hands. Number one, motherfucker.
Yes. Kinktober has, if you go their prompt list, they give you 3 prompts every day. So if you don't like something, you don't have to write it. You have options. Some people put all 3 in their fix. And then the Steady Hands Week has 2 bingo cards that you can, try to complete the prompts to get a bingo. And it's Halloween themed kind of.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Bingo cards on at Steady Hands Week on Twitter. And then following that is Steed Wumpwink. And gosh, Beans has so much.
Beans really wants Steed to get wumped.
All of this. October 28th to November 3rd, and bingo cards on at Bottom Steed Week on Twitter.
Yep. So lots of fun. Lots of Halloween-y things coming up. I'm sure there's more that I'm not aware of. I will keep those. I'll keep my eyes open for them, and we can post on the Instagram all the things.
We have 5 minutes left. We went through all of our news stories.
We've done so good. I just want to say
we did not go off topic.
A little bit, but not enough that it was like a problem. Amazing. I never thought. Never thought we could do it.
So proud of us.
So what we wrap up the last 5 minutes with, what fics are you reading?
I am finally reading the Inertia series by Puckner, Pukner, which has been in my to be read list for forever. If you are not familiar
it's so good.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with this, it's the series that includes the fic Open Season, which I know a lot of people would know that just by the name. But it's a 3-part series that is a Steady Hands getting together kind of thing, but the premise is that, and it has every amazing historical pirate that I love. It's got Sam Bellamy, and it has, of course, Calico Jack and Bonnie and Mary Reader in it. Ned Lowe's in it, Charles Vane, and the premise is that somebody whose initials are CJ spreads a rumor that Izzy is looking for a new captain, and so every other pirate captain is approaching the Revenge, trying to ask Izzy to come be their first mate.
Oh wow. Wait, okay, so what's this called again? Say it one more time. I'm gonna read this one.
It's so good. The series is called Inertia. And the author is Puckner, Pukner.
Pukner. Okay.
And all these people coming to woo Izzy does not make Ed happy.
Nice.
That's the premise.
It's so good. It's
very good. I can't believe it took me this long to read it. Yeah.
And what about you, Tessa? What are you reading, or what have you read recently? What do you want to shout out?
I just moved across the country, so I've been run over by a bulldozer. I have actually been on a Deep Space Nine kick, so I've been reading a lot of Garrick Bashir fiction. I've been reading a really long, epic one called Interpersonal Relations. So if you are listening to this and you're like, I could get into some Garrick Bashir, because you really should. Interpersonal Relations by, I think it's by Dictionary Rights. and I'm obsessed with it. And I think it's almost 200,000 words and
Nice.
like still going. So
That's
yeah.
my favorite, when it's like a very long one or like a series of long fics and they just keep being more and more and more. I want it all.
It ate my brain in the past couple of weeks. I was just like, more, more.
So on the Our Flag Means Fanfiction podcast last week, we put Close to Home up by XOXOEM. And coming up next week, we have Help Me Make It Through the Night by Unfun Pleasures. And so that's going to be up next week. And let me see if there's another one on here. My eyes are like blurry because I was laughing so hard at the idea of Control Your Pop Week.
It's very funny. It's kind of a thing, especially I think among the Izzy Canyon, that we like rag on Pop the character, and the fact that that scene got a lot of time in the episode, and
so much time. That scene was so long.
It was so long, and for why? So yeah, that's kind of a like, it's very, of course we make an event around Pop because of course we did.
I love it.
But and I still need to send you my fanfic audio thing. Yeah.
Please do. Please do. And actually, I found out that Hattie had recorded a podfic of one of yours. So I'm like, oh, we should do like an Izzy themed.
Yeah.
Have yours in there. So
the one she did of mine is only like 5 minutes long. So yeah, you could do like a couple of them. But yay.
So this is the Our Flag Means Fanfiction podcast. We do Gay Pirate News Hour the first Saturday of every month, where we wrap up the fandom news like this. If you are just finding us for the first time on YouTube and you're like, who are you? What are you doing? We are the Our Flag Means Fanfiction podcast, and you can find us on all podcast platforms, including YouTube. You can watch or listen to our past episodes. We don't do video podcasts. We just do once a month, because I get overwhelmed with my face on the screen. I have to put makeup on. I have to do my hair. I have to look good for you all. And I only can commit to once a month for that. So
oh, real quick before we go, there's some other people that chimed in on the YouTube page. So hello, all you people. There's someone who's talking about stuff in German or something. So that's
okay. CJ is excited about the interpersonal relations.
Yes, CJ is excited about it. But I think this one is like a troll bot. Anyhow.
Yeah, well, this Ice Fire person who says, I can smell you through the screen. What do we smell like? Are we, this is the Megaverse.
That's very like Silence of the Lambs. In like a not sexy way.
Let's guess what each of us smell like, just based on our appearance. They'll start with Tessa. Tessa, what do you smell like? Ringa, what do you think Tessa?
What do I smell like?
Yeah, like me and Ringa are gonna guess what you smell like.
Okay.
I'm feeling like something sort of orange and spice. Like, what do you think?
I think you smell like frustration.
What does frustration smell like, Ringa?
It's like the smoke when you're like in the cartoons when they're angry and the smoke comes out theirs. Yeah.
Cedar. Elements of cedar. Smoke.
Yes, smoky cedar.
So I am actually currently.
I'm feeling like a pine scent coming from you, like a pine, and maybe like a little bit of leather oil
from Tessa.
From Ringa.
Oh, for me,
I'm guessing what you guys smell like based on your appearances.
So fun fact,
I could see a leather scent.
Fun fact, all year round I wear pumpkin fragrance sprays because I fucking love pumpkin everything. So I have a pumpkin cinnamon one and I have a pumpkin s'mores one, and I wear them all the time.
That sounds so good.
Yeah. delicious.
I'm currently wearing Timbuktu by L'Artisan Parfumeur, which is kind of like it is kind of a bit
Well,
of
excuse the hell out of me.
Very fancy.
it is kind of an incense scent, so you weren't far
Aha,
off.
with smoky and woodsy. All right. Carly, you just seem like you smell very nice all the time. Everything
thank
about
you.
like
I could
when
see
you
kind of a sandalwood situation, like something like not too sort of like not too obtrusive, but like a nice sort of smooth, buttery sandalwood.
ooh, buttery sandalwood.
I put a lot of what oils. I collect like magic oils and stuff. So recently because I've been having some bad vibes, I collected a exorcism oil.
Ooh.
And it's got a little bit of lavender. It's kind of a lavender with a mint scent to it.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Those are two of my favorite smells.
Exercise me, baby.
And then I also have some planetary oil. So I got some sun oil on, and it's sort of a spicy. I don't even like. There's a little cinnamon element to it. There's a little, maybe sandalwood. That might be the word. And then I have like in the space like a general kind of lemongrass
Nice.
in the background happening.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what the rest of these messages translate as, because one of them has the word dick in it.
I think what we're dealing with is a troll in the chat. So that's
It
why
is.
you are flagged.
Or a bot? Could it be a
Bode.
bot?
I don't know. It feels more troll than bot.
Okay.
It's
So
gonna be great.
Have fun.
first Saturday of every
Yay.
month, and we'll see if we can get the fans to outweigh the bots and the trolls. And if you are into memes and other R flag related hilarity, you can follow us on Instagram at R flag means fanfiction, all one word. And listen to our podcast. We have episodes every week at wherever you get your podcasts. Our flag means fanfiction, just like that. And
Yay.
until next time, do creation, be